Welcome to Two Chefs at a Table. At this table, I have two chefs. We know they're chefs because look at what they're wearing. You wouldn't want to wear that any other time, would you?
Always wear protection, both for the food and for yourselves.
This week, we're focusing our conversation on chickens. I have a list of questions delivered by you guys from the community. I have a list of my own personal chickeny questions. And then I also want to go a little bit off topic and just have a general chat about life.
That worries me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we get started? Mm-hmm. We all know that chicken is a very savoury dish.
Yeah.
What somebody would like to know is what sweet flavours go well with chicken?
Right. Yes. That's not where I thought that question
Yeah, I
was
took
going.
you down a
It's
path,
not a
didn't I?
sweet dish, but sweet flavour.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start off with honey.
Oh.
Honey is good with chicken.
Honey and herbs, honey and thyme, honey and lemon, things like that are always a winner. I particularly like it when you put things like pomegranate. So you think sort of North African flavours, tagines, couscous dishes, bulgur wheat, so lots of sort of pomegranate and fruits like that. And not just lemon, but any citrus. Orange is also a great combo. Orange chicken.
In the cavity as well. If you like half a lemon or a lime, put it in the cavity.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And tomorrow we're going to do a dish that's both got lime and honey in it as well.
What other food-based videos can you say the word cavity in?
Is that a question?
It is now.
Probably only the same ones. You can also use the word breast confidently.
Yep. Big debate, this one. Poaching chicken, do you seal it in a bag or do you just let it free in the water? Or any other
Or any other liquid,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say both are good.
Okay.
Most people probably have Ziploc bags or something. And say if you're poaching butter, it might be better to do that because you can use less butter and it'll still poach and they get that flavour. And if you put some herbs in, like thyme or something, it'll have that flavour in it rather than poaching it completely in butter, although that's fine too.
How do you keep roast chicken juicy?
How do I personally keep
Personally?
roast chicken juicy? It's a good question.
I know.
I always put something in the middle, like citrus, like we just said, because that kind of steams it from the middle. But really, I think it's just about timing and being confident taking it out, letting it rest. I think there are a lot of little tricks like turning it upside down and stuff sometimes helps, but I just stick it in and make sure it's cooked really well, so make sure the timings are on.
Really well, not well cooked.
Not well cooked.
I think chicken can have a reputation of being quite a boring meat. It's kind of like the go-to chicken.
The safe option.
The safe option. What ways would you have of quickly spicing something up, making it really interesting really quickly?
I think instead of saying it's boring, it's very versatile. So what I like to do is...
It's how James describes himself.
Hate you. What I like to do, Jamie, is actually just roast off a whole chicken with no spices, just
Okay.
salt and pepper, and then use that chicken throughout the week. So you've got a whole cooked chicken, so you've already done that part.
Yeah.
And then because it's so versatile, you can put it through a curry, so you can like tear up the breast or the legs, probably better in a curry. Tear that up, put it through there at the end. But equally, you can make a pasta sauce, like an Italian chili sauce or something,
Yeah.
and you can equally put the chicken through that as well.
Chicken skin. Where do you sit on it? How does it have to be?
Don't
What's
sit
the
on
best
it.
type of chicken skin for you?
You go.
So there are ways of making it super crispy and chicken skin shards and stuff that you'll get in top restaurants. You can do that. It's probably where he's going to come on to. For me, it's simple. Like this is it. Like it's an oiled or a buttered chicken that's roasted, and therefore it kind of gets all this golden crispy bit. But it's not super crispy. It's just super tasty, but really, really easy. Whereas you're going to say,
Well, I'll just riff off that and say, if you let it rest, it will become like that, and the meat will be better. But if you just like, usually I'll take a chicken out of the oven and I can't help but just like grab some of the skin off, and that's when the skin is absolutely at its best.
Yeah.
And you should always have a little go if you're the chef, right? Also, another method is that you can take the skin off completely when the chicken's raw. So you can take all of this off. You have to use the chicken in a different way. You probably wouldn't roast it after that. But what you can do with the skin is on a lined baking sheet, you can spread the skin out, a little bit of salt and pepper, another sheet of baking paper over the top, and another baking tray over the top. Roast that on its own for about an hour at 180, and it's going to be perfect. Crisp skin, delicious.
Ooh.
You can crumble it over stuff, or you can do, like Ben
Crisp and
said, like
pressed.
shards or something.
Nice.
It's really, really good.
Such a posh chef. Do you have a favourite part of a chicken, food-wise?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, please.
Oh, would you like us to elaborate?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Right, we'll move on. Please divulge.
No, I absolutely do. It's the leg. So I like the thigh, particularly if I'm cooking slow cooks, so pies or curries or tagines, because it has, I think, a lot more flavour, especially if it's cooked on the bone. It's moist, it's rich, it's darker meat, and it's delicious.
Thigh man. James?
Oysters.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Obviously.
What do you mean oysters?
The oysters are on the bottom of the chicken.
Right.
We could do a little.
A little demo.
There you go. I mean, there's no cutlery, so it's kind of fingers, but they're just here.
Okay.
They're just kind of the bottom part of the leg that's been sitting in all the fat. Basically, they're kind of, but if you're roasting a chicken in the kitchen, that must look good on camera.
Yeah, I've not done that particularly well, if I'm honest.
These are the best bits of the chicken, like these bits that are on the bottom side of the leg.
So I don't really know how to ask this question, so we'll try and get around it. But whenever you eat something new, or when people eat new foods, new meats, that kind of thing, one of the expressions people always use is tastes like chicken.
Like
We
frog's
ate-
legs.
Frog's legs. We ate alligator in New Orleans.
It's like fishy chicken.
Yeah, tastes like fishy chicken. So what I want you to do is describe what chicken tastes like without using it tastes like chicken.
Better turkey.
Better turkey. That's a great description, actually.
What
What does chicken taste like?
Tastes like not fishy alligator. And
That's a really good. It's.
Yeah. Look at this. Stumped.
What does chicken taste like? Comment down below, because I genuinely couldn't put it
that
into
would
words.
be interesting to see a lot
Yeah.
of answers to that.
Barry's asked me to ask a question. He's confused as to how or what an egg is in comparison to where baby chicks come from, and how he's never, basically I don't think he's ever seen a chicken having sex, and he just wants to find out how that happens.
Ben, I feel like this is all yours, man.
I feel like you've watched some videos before.
Do you know what? I find it quite ironic that probably one of the most popular slang terms for the male organ is also the name for a male chicken,
It is, yes.
and yet a cock
Yep, there we go, said it.
doesn't have a penis. I'll leave that with you. It's something about inverting something, but it's not actually a penis.
So unlike like the seahorse where the male becomes pregnant, it's nothing to do with that.
No, basically, they both male and female have one. The male inverts it, and they basically.
So that completes my chickeny questions, but I thought it might be interesting to have a bit more of a chat just about on a personal level. How are you? No, I've actually
Very
got some real
well.
questions. Good. Is there a dish that you haven't mastered yet that really, really frustrates you?
We both tried that that Japanese water droplet thing.
Oh, the cake. Yeah.
And we tried it so many times, and we just, I don't know whether it was the wrong gelatin or
On
what, but we
average.
did not get that right.
On average, we test stuff 2-3 times, maybe. That must have been in the double figures, and still weren't happy with it.
Definitely, it was.
Which
but-
is why we've never released that.
Yeah,
cake on
we
the
just
channel.
didn't get it.
We're
We
not,
just didn't get
not
it.
comfortable enough sharing that with you until it's ready, and that one was not ready.
Which means that the trend was now 18 months
Yeah,
ago.
when we
and
finally
we've-
crack
we've
it, no
missed
one will
it.
care.
Guys, thank you very much. I feel like this has been quite enlightening.
I really enjoyed your questions.
Oh, thank you very much.
Chicken and beyond.
Chicken and beyond. If you've got any other questions for the guys, either chicken related or just, well, non-chicken related, just life related, comment them down below. They're going to be in the comments. They're going to be reading everything, and they're going to be replying to as much as possible. Make them as awkward as possible. Thank you very much. And we're going to see you tomorrow, where Ben and I are jerking off in the kitchen.
Once you said it and I
I
didn't.
can't
Probably
do this
shouldn't
anymore.
say that, should I, actually?
Click on the left if you missed our last video, or click on the right video for one of our favourites.